I want to ask real quick, what was it like the night that you heard that he got shot, 50 Cent?
It wasn't night.
Did you hear that night
It was
of?
day.
Or?
It was middle of the day.
Right.
Listening to Hot 97. This female host. I'm trying to remember her name. It's a female host.
Not Angie.
Not Angie, not Sunny. I think she's in Philly now, but she was a female host.
Oh, oh shit.
Hot 97? It wasn't Wendy Williams.
I think
No,
she's
no,
Spanish,
no.
too.
Oh, and I'm thinking of somebody else because I'm thinking of the brown skin.
It's not T.T. Torres, right?
Nope.
No,
definitely
not-
before that.
Coco?
Nope. I can't
what's her
remember her
name?
name. She's been out the game. I haven't seen her in decades.
If it's who I think it is,
And she was the one that announced it. Now, meanwhile, I'm in my Tahoe at this time.
moved up from
What?
the
I
MPV.
moved up from the MPV. I'm in my Tahoe. Son in the back seat. 1 year old. What? I know there's only one hospital you're going to go to if you get shot. Jamaica Hospital. I pull up to Jamaica Hospital. I see Kev. I see everybody from, that I knew from his hood. They were all in the hallway just going crazy. Grandmom, I'm like, just wow. And I got my son, so I couldn't stay long. It was like, nothing, you can't go upstairs. You can't do nothing. So I was like, wow. So then from that point on, I just went home and listened to the station. And then I just started calling his grandmother like shortly after until I could get through and then until he could finally call back.
and y'all have been rocking for how long up to that point?
So we've been like, he got shot with 2001, 2000. So
2000,
we
yeah.
was 96. This is 4 years in. It's 4 years in.
Of you running him through the circuit,
Doing Power the Dollar, doing everything before he made it, running him through the DJs, running around, coming down from Bearsville, getting him to Queens, whatever I could do, I'm there. And this is a lot before producing, really. I only did like 2 tracks for him at this time.
and his work ethic, you talk about that a lot. Like the
Never
fact
seen
that-
nothing like that, bro. Never seen nothing like that. That's why I'm calling like, yo. So then he finally called back. He got shot in May. I didn't get a call till September that year.
Damn.
His mouth was wide.
Right.
He had to rehabilitate.
What were you doing during that span of time?
Producing in the crib, working with everyone, trying to get it on. Just keep it going.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's when the Beanie record was happening. Traj came out that year. Things was moving for me. I was in a good space. Jane Blaze had a deal at Jive. So I had multiple things running.
Okay.
And that's what I wanted to tell him because he got shot in May. I brought my house in June. So I'm like, yo, bro, I got my crib, bro. I'm out the hood. No one knows where I live. Come to my crib. And that's how it started.
He pulled up. He came to.
He pulled up. He pulled up in a mini burgundy minivan with Smurf and all of them, all the soldiers, L, everybody. They come out, they see the scope. I'm on a dead end. He's like, all right, come to the basement. We work one night. He filled the vibes. He only went out one more time to cut a record, and that was Fuck You with Clark Kent. After that, everything was done in my crib.
Firm album drop. But Nas takes 50 on tour. Why?
I think because he had a song that was kind of, like I said before, hot, building up in the streets. The radio started playing it, How to Rob, you know what I'm saying?
How to Rob.
I didn't have a song necessarily, so I think it was time for me to get in the studio. That's what I thought, you know what I'm saying? I felt a certain kind of way because I wanted to make some money.
Right.
But I also knew that I had to deliver some music, so I figured that, I was outnumbered. They wasn't gonna really see my vision. They probably didn't, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It would have turned into a whole different thing because when it's time to get money, even though I didn't have a legitimate manager, I would have definitely been going for what I thought would have been my share of the pie, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But 50 was with you the whole time.
Yeah, 50 was with me. We was every day in the studio, you know what I'm saying? 50 was
Was you
another-
there when he made the How to Rob record?
No. He played it for me. He played it for me in the studio, and when I heard it, I was like, holy shit, this shit is
crazy.
ill. Because I'm listening to all the names that was on it, you know what I'm saying? And it was some parts of it that was funny, some parts that people might have took serious, whatever, but I knew that he was just making a record. But it got under people's skin fast.
Now, was it true that he had Nas's name?
Hell yeah, he had Nas' name in there. He had a couple names in there.
Pun.
Pun's name might
You
have
talking
been.
about How to Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pun, RZA.
No,
talking about
RZA.
but originally, he took Nas' name out.
Yeah. Because it's not on the record. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who said what to who, but it wasn't on the record when I heard it. No boy, nah, hell no.
I heard the version with
Right.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah?
So
That was the first. That was the.
it was
the
like,
first one.
so when I heard that record, when I heard that version, I was like, wow. And so when it got to that part, I was like, you know, I forgot what the lyrics was, but it was like, wow.
What did I hear about the version?
I've never heard it with Nas' name in it. I never
Nah, I got a one.
Because I can't even remember.
He's around Nas. Was it always intentionally a playful record?
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit got stirred up.
Always. Because of, it wasn't thought about to say somebody's name. He's saying names.
Right.
And he's going from artist to artist to artist. And everybody that he's saying is recognizable. And you're like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? He said some shit about Missy. He said, yeah, he said, you know, and these people they basically run radio.
Right.
So to have somebody going against them, I guess that was like a smart play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess that was enough for Nas to take him on tour because I still didn't have
That
a
record.
solid record yet. I
Right.
got verses for days. They know what I'm doing, but I don't have a record that probably gonna command the, I think not the audience. I don't know how much they really
Right.
with me. You know what I'm saying?
How you the bully and the victim at the same time? Because when you talk about our fucking history and our beef with 50 Cent, all I hear is say, well, if niggas try to get me shot, or if niggas has something to do with getting me shot, or if niggas did this and that to me, I'd fucking have a problem with them for the rest of my life too.
Mm-hmm.
So if we did all of this and did all of that, how I'm the, you know, just asking questions. I'm just framing it.
But
I'm just framing it.
allegedly, we don't know none of that. You dig what
We
I'm
do
saying?
know this. This is what we do know.
Right. You like battle rap?
I love battle rap.
You love battle
I love
rap?
battle rap. This is what we do
Would
know.
you consider him a battle rapper?
50?
50.
No.
Why not?
I would consider him a clout chaser. But hold on.
Oh, I want to hear this. This is what we do now.
This is what we do know about the history of our shit. If
Yeah.
if I'm the all right, the rumor is or the word is that I'm supposed to be scared of him, or Murder Inc. was scared of the unit, or whatever the case. Whatever, right?
Who spread this rumor?
Him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Him. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck else? He spreads rumors.
Right.
But if this is the rumor, right? I'm gonna ask everybody in the room, what do you know that's scared of a nigga or don't want no problems with a nigga that goes looking for the nigga in his studio session? I'm just asking the question.
I wasn't a question for me.
I'm just asking. I'm asking anybody a
Wasn't a
question.
question for me.
How am I the or am I the supposed to be the scary nigga if I go looking for the nigga that I have a problem with and handle my problem?
When you handle your problem, do you sue y'all?
Yes.
How much money?
Absolutely.
How much money do you get?
Him, he sued. I'm gonna tell you that story too. He sued us. Yayo also sued us. I think there was another gentleman in the room that I think that sued us too. And all of them got paid except for 50. He got his record deal. He pulled out of the lawsuit. If he didn't get a record deal, he stayed in the lawsuit, got paid, got some money.
But you would not consider him a battle rapper. Because I always thought it funny that
think he's a battle rapper?
he ended up with somebody who potentially was doing the same thing, just baiting people.
Who?
M. M
I think
had
you
a lot
got-
of
I think
people's
you got-
names in his earliest shit.
But it's different.
How?
because M did it comical, fun. It was different. You know what I'm saying? M did it like it wasn't the same.
Wasn't malice in it.
Yeah.
Wasn't threatening.
Yes, and he did it with pop stars. He wasn't. You understand
It
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
threatening. So you tell me if Royce the 5'9" and spit them same bars, niggas wouldn't have a problem?
No,
No?
no.
50 Cent is such an amazing guy. He should be adored or really studied, analyzed. Because 50 Cent to me, I don't know, I'm not from Queens, maybe you know.
I grew up with him.
Maybe he's the guy that I picture 50 Cent, the guy with the pit bulls that chase niggas. And
Yeah.
That's it. No, he was always
Yo,
an
give me your money.
instigator.
Yeah.
You know, he one of them niggas. Yo, come in. Nah, let me holler at you for He's that.
He was
right?
that dude.
So now, I'm telling you.
Because he used to box, so Yeah. niggas knew not. He used to box with Un.
You're
so
not-
him and Un. So
I don't know who he
I
boxed
understanding.
with. To me, he's really the guy least likely to succeed.
Right.
Right? And so when you see how incredible he finessed TV shows and this, like he's to be studied. Like you can do it. 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can do it.
I love
Like I do it all the time.
I love that.
I study this nigga. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
But you guys are like role models.
Fat Joe was always,
You know what I mean?
Fat Joe was always a nigga that was a politician. If he was out to kill you and you was out to kill, they called Joe.
Right.
And Joe be in the middle of 100 niggas with guns, like, hey guys, check this out. What are we doing this for? Like, you don't need to this. I've always been that nigga.
Right.
The only time I went to violence is when niggas really tried me.
Right.
And they try you,
Yeah.
even in the industry.
Let me tell you something about 50 Cent. I got a letter before I came home. It said 50 wanted to do, somebody wanted him to do a song with me. And he was like, somebody thought that they was leaning on him. And he was like, do a song with him? Can I sign him? And it kind of fucked the person up. It threw him off. Because that's not, he thought that he was in lean mode. He was like, do a song with him? Can I sign him? He's like, yeah. Who's 50 Cent with? Chris Lighty, God bless the dad. Bro, I grew up in Chris' house with his parents. Him and a guy named Ian Alexander from England. That was his right-hand man. Ian Alexander was married to Regina King.
King, that's the way I know that name from.
So if you see their son that passed, that's Ian's face. Bro, we were running around the clubs together in the 80s. I know, bro, man, Chris is my guy. So when I come home and I see everybody at odds, everybody's coming to me. I'm like, and then my senior citizen parents who was separated since 87, they're finally getting a divorce because they're pulling at me like I'm 12. I'm like, I'm 33. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Right.
I came home to turmoil to the point where prison was easier than the outside world. I meet with Fifth. I go across the street because Violator was here, 4040 was here, Jimmy was here. I go across the street. As soon as I get off the elevator, Chris and 50's like this. Chris is my man, so he's happy because he knows me.
Right.
And 50 is like, yo, man, finally, right? We could work out. Man, yo, bro, let me tell you something. Great guy. I don't give a fuck who don't like who. Sean's gonna tell the truth because Sean does not speak. Okay?
Right.
We walked to the conference room. You know the story. It was full of people. Whoever was the G unit, whatever, right? And he said with a straight face, I need this room. And they got up and scrambled. And they left. And we went in. As soon as he closed the door, he's like, yo, nigga. Funny as shit. And we sitting there. Nobody knew that I was in church 3 to 4 times a week. I wanted nothing to do with the streets or rap. I got to make a living, so I'm entertaining it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking, and I said, do you know why you're successful? And he was like, yeah, the records work. I said, nah. That's the small of it, man. I said, God blesses people. And everybody has a turn. Your niggas looking at me like I got 5 heads, bro. But I don't care.
Right,
Because God told me to give him a word.
right,
If God tell you to say something, you gotta say it.
right,
And it's not your words. So I'm being obedient.
right,
He's looking at me because he didn't expect that from me.
right.
But I'm not the gangster. Nobody knows that. I don't know why. I never made those songs. You can't reference a record, right?
Right.
Cool. And I said, nah, man. I said, God, I said, you read the Bible? He said, no. I said, you don't have to. I read it for you. I said, your whole life is in Proverbs. I said, man. I said, you know what? I'm going to pick out a passage and give you exactly where your life is at. So you ain't got to waste time reading everything. I said, but God blessed Irv and Ja Rule. Was he the best rapper? No. Was he the best producer? No. But it was God's time to bless them. And he blessed them abundantly. Yo, the nigga is looking at me like I'm crazy, but he's listening.
Right.
I swear to God, right? And I said, now. They say, how is God everywhere? It's because when he blesses you, he wants you to be a blessing to someone else. That's how he's everywhere. Get it?
Right.
I said, now, after God got them, it's your turn. It was your turn to be blessed. So all the trouble you went through, he said, I'm going to multiply that and give it to you tenfold.
You saying 50 let go and let God?
Watch. He's about to bless you. Then these two that he blessed tried to block your blessing. You're interfering in God's work. It's spiritual. He goes, oh, that's what y'all doing? All right, let me take this from you and let me give this to him.
This is a true story, and my brother Aydin got cool with 50 when I was on my violation. So when I come back off my violation, 50 on fire. And niggas, it's niggas that 50 was affiliated with that grew up with me. Monster, Baja. That's my neighborhood. That's where we come up in the same place. His cousin Mel that got killed years ago. One day, after I got dropped, my brother was in the office. I don't know, one day he was up there with 50, in 50 office. I don't know how he got up there that day. Come on, load me up. And bang. And he says to him, yo, what y'all doing? He said, yo, yeah, we talking to Atlantic, because we was talking to Atlantic. Now, mind you, I got dropped, kicked off the label. And for any rapper to know you get dropped off the label, it's a blow to your confidence.
Yeah.
You feel like you're not as good, like you failed. Back in the hood, a drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like a failure, right?
You get to keep the money?
Yeah. I actually got paid out.
They don't ask for
Because
the
I had
money,
because in the clause is the pay or play, or play. No, it's play or pay. Meaning if they're not gonna put your album out, there's a clause that says that they had to give you the rest of what's in that budget.
Yeah.
So it was maybe like, it wasn't a lot of money in there.
About 30,000?
No, it was maybe like 80, 90,000 left in my budget that they had to give to me. So I actually walked away with some money, right? And so now, 50 says, yo, what y'all doing, man? Like, what's up? He said, man, we talking to Atlantic, but man, we don't know what's going on. Like, these niggas, we've been talking for months. He said, well, he said, yo, you want me to call? And I said, yeah.
Now, which 50 Cent is this? Is this
Shitty
2005.
Aftermath, 50 Cent. Hell yeah, nigga.
Okay.
Hell yeah, nigga.
What's this like 05, 04, 05?
Like 06, 06?
This is the beginning of 07.
Okay.
07, yeah.
Yeah,
He says to him, you want me to call over there? He said, yeah. Why not? 50. Call Craig Cowman. Let me speak to Craig Cowman. All right, cool. 50 Cent. Yo, what's up, Craig? Yo, man. Yeah, man, what y'all doing with Mano, man? Craig like, yeah, you know, we talking. He said, listen, man, if I could sign him, I would. Like, niggas got their movement, they strong. Like, what's like, come on, man. Like, if I could do it, I would. He's like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Hung up. When they hung up, they was on my line. Yo, you got a meeting. Meeting, pull up. 50 just called.
50 didn't care about nobody. He walked about. He
made a song
he fucked with Black
telling
Just.
you that he
Not the ghetto
respected
Quran.
those
Of course, that was history.
He respected those
But he
dudes.
said, but you know what he said? He said, Preem was the businessman. Prince was the killer.
Yeah, but he respected them. That was showing them respect. He even said,
You know how
I
Preem
made
felt
that
about
song, we showing my hood
Now, how
respect.
Preem felt about that? He
He
didn't
felt he
like
was
that.
snitching.
Because Prince, no, he wasn't snitching. Because everybody in the
That's
street
what he
know.
felt. You asked me.
Nigga, how you feel? How niggas snitching? Niggas always want to make shit up when a nigga on top. You know why niggas is mad? I'm gonna tell you why. Preem was the nigga that came to the block, and I just was talking to somebody about this. Preem would come to the block, Black Just. Niggas fuck with Black Just.
Everybody
Preem,
fucked with
I don't
Just.
know. I never trust a dark-skinned nigga with
Everybody
green
fucked
eyes.
with Just though.
I'm a street. Dark-skinned nigga, green eyes. Preem eyes look like the devils in them shits, my nigga. Like mad niggas died in that shit. No, I'm just keeping it real. And I'm not trying to, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But what I'm saying to you is, a nigga like Preem, like Fifth was a nigga, and I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's on my dead father, nigga. I put it on my man dead, Fat Shaw, anybody. Preem came to the block. That might have been the day Nas, Black Just brought Nas up here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been around real niggas. You know what I'm saying? E-Money Bags, I see nigga. E-Money Bags, you look at him skinny, nigga. Killer.
Preem came to the block.
Preem came to the block. 50 up there. Preem, dude, you know the old school shit. You know what 50 did? Yeah, my nigga.
Do it back, yeah.
Yeah, my nigga.
That's-
Oh, you know what the block did?
Yeah, that's what
Oh! That's when I knew 50 didn't give a fuck. And that's when I knew Preem didn't like 50. I'm at Carmichael's. I'm with my son Kev Brock, older than me and 50. My son O Smooth, you know Oscar, had developed the Nova. Almost, yo, don't scratch Preem, Calm jumping out. The whole project gonna jump us. Niggas don't even know what Carmichael's and the gas station and the diner was, nigga. I'm from an ill era, and I don't try to friend or glorify this shit, but every nigga we looked up to was a drug dealer. It wasn't no
Every
gangs
last
back
one
then.
of them.
But now what's glorified is gang. Tell these little niggas they ain't gang. They don't give a fuck who they are. They'll smoke you, nigga. Same way they wild in LA, they'll trip out here in the Bronx.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.